Mentally, I've grown a lot. I think I've matured a lot because of all the tension that came my way and just having to deal with it. But I'm going to thank my mom for that because she always told me to remain humble and grounded. Like, the attention will come and go. So I was just kind of focused on hooping.
So smart. Thanks to Mom.
Zion, everyone, I have to correct a lot of people because they think, oh, this would have been a lock year, 2 years ago. He was going to be number one. He was going to do all this. Not true. A lot has changed for you over the last 2 years. How so?
A lot has changed because a lot of people thought I wouldn't do anything in college because I came from a small high school. So I guess being a potential number one pick, that wasn't always the case with me because people doubted me a lot, but I wasn't really focused on that. I was just focused on hooping and just having fun.
How much did that Kentucky game, the first game, set the tone, not just for you, but really for your teammates, the entire Duke roster, and half of them feels like are out here tonight with you?
It set the tone, like, it set a high tone. It just showed us that we can have fun and win at the same time. So that was our mentality going throughout the whole season. Just have fun and just win.
How are you able to sort of just soak in and step back for a second and realize how special it is to be going through this with your teammates, being here in the same hotel? I mean, does it feel like you're on campus a little bit in the dorms? I mean, it's really special.
It means a lot, and it's a lot to take in because, you know, we talk about things like these, like, you know, like if the season go the way we wanted to, like all three of us, maybe four, because we thought Trey would be here, to like be here at the lottery or at the draft. And I think for three of us to be here, I mean, it's crazy because I don't think you usually see anything like that.
Well, a lot of people tell you constantly what you do well and how great you are at what you do, but who are the people that are able to tell you, no, if you actually want to be great and as good in the NBA as you've been in college, these are the things you need to do?
I think it's my parents and Coach K and the assistant coaches. They always, even when they came to my house, they told me like that he would coach me. Like he would tell me like if I'm not doing something right, he would tell me, and he did. Whenever there was a small mistake, he was on me like hard about it, and I think it helped me grow as a player.
You know, I'm thinking back, I interviewed you on the floor in Charlotte after the ACC tournament title, and for all the highs you had this season, it just felt like that moment was different because you had just come back from that injury. You were almost like speechless when I was talking to you on the court. What was that ACC tournament title run like for you in terms of what it told yourself and everyone else with what you were able to accomplish?
You know, I think at that time a lot of people doubted Duke and like us having a chance to win the conference tournament. I just got hurt. We lost like 2 games, so things weren't really going our way. And we came together as a team. We were like, when we go to Charlotte, we're going to send a message. So I think for us to go down there and win 3 hard games in a row, it just meant a lot to us because we knew what we had battled through, we know what we had gone through, and just to be able to cut those nets down and be ACC champs, it meant a lot to us.
Knowing how important it is now in the NBA to be versatile, to be able to play all 5 positions and guard all 5 positions, how much have you focused on ball handling, 3-point shooting, and making your game as well-rounded as possible?
I focus on those things a lot because, like you said, in today's game, you have to be very versatile to be effective because you don't know how it'll be used on each night. So I just try to be the most versatile player I can be.
Zion, there's no certainty in life, but whoever gets the #1 pick tonight, more than likely will take you. I mean, what's that like in terms of your anticipation of wondering which city, which franchise will get the #1 draft pick?
I mean, there's a lot, obviously, because I think not even just me, I think a few other players, you know, we all dream of going #1. So I think a lot of us are thinking, like, very excited about who could get the first pick. And like you said, it's not sure until it happens. So it's going to be excited for, like, the top 5, top 10 teams and, you know, just pray and dream that we get selected.
Do you have any good luck charms in your pockets or in your jacket or anything?
No, I don't think I really have any good luck charms. I just try to speak it into existence or just try to make it happen myself.
One of the best compliments, I think, when people talk about Zion is you don't remind them of anyone. Like, you have this unique opportunity to be your own player and be remembered for that. So how do you want to be defined as a player?
I want to be defined as a player that did everything for his team. Not did everything for his team, but that could do anything for his team. That played defense just as well as offense, that made his teammates better and just had fun with the game. I think that's the most important thing. So I try to smile and always have fun when I'm playing. So I just want to remember that way.
That's why you get into it in the first place, isn't it? To have fun?
Zion, if we could have a little time machine and go back 4 years and show that Zion Williamson, this one sitting here, right here, what do you think that Zion Williamson would say?
I think he'd be upset. I think he would be like, why'd you show me that? Because I think that's what made me work so hard, not knowing what would happen, not knowing where I would be at, and just trying to beat the odds. So I think that Zion would be very upset that you showed him that.
That's an outstanding answer.
Good answer. Good
it.
answer.
All right, Zion. Well, thanks for your time. Enjoy the moment tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats.
Guys, this is a generational talent we're talking about. You just don't see human beings built the way he is at 280 pounds who have 45-inch vertical leaps walking around Earth. What kind of NBA potential are we talking about here?
You're talking, as I heard his coach say, he's the real deal. This guy is a special player and a special individual. He's humble, his character, his ability to handle the questions. You know, Tim Duncan, I always looked at throughout his entire career and said, this guy's been like this from when he came out and came into the NBA. And I hope, and I think this young man will be the same type of thing, because the talent he possesses comes along once every so often. Remember, he grew up and was a point guard. I heard that when he was in school, junior high school, he would draw like 2 or 3 defenders just to be able to make a pass so one of his other teammates could score. He could have very easily done it himself, but he got them involved. That's why he has the sight, the vision that he has, takes the challenge of defending. He loves to defend. This is a special talent.
You know, 5 years ago, a 6'7"-ish, maybe 6'8" power forward, I would have been asking you about his position in the NBA. Today, I don't know that even matters. Does it matter at all what team gets him in terms of where he's playing and who he's playing alongside?
You're right, Matt. I don't think so. I think for him is I just don't want him to get caught up in that you have to develop a three-point shot right now.
Right.
One thing I would love for him to develop is free throw percentage going up a little bit higher. But the things he can do that I'm very impressed, his offensive rebounding, Matt, was phenomenal. His anticipation in getting steals was phenomenal. His character, the way he allowed other guys to flourish. Sometimes there's superstars, you watch their game, you say, I love their game, but no one else can flourish because they're so ball dominant. Things stop.
Right.
He can't play well with the basketball without. There's some things he obviously has to work on. But Matt, you said it best. There's 6'7", 285. Who do he remind you of? Everybody always asks me that question. Nobody. It doesn't remind me of anybody.
No.
Because there's not anybody I've seen like this, and no one's jumped like this.
Right.
There's nobody that he reminds me of. And the thing I love about him was he played to win. He was passionate about it, and his character is off the charts. And everything else basketball-wise, he has to improve a lot of things. His jump shot, free throw shooting, I think is the main thing right now because he draws so much contact. Would love to be confident going and knock it down like a 75% free throw shooting day one. But other than that, the sky's the limit because I still think there's a large room for him to work on his skills and get better.
Yeah.
Which I think he can be a 10, 11 rebounder in his second or third year easily in this NBA.
Well, as he pointed out, he's 18 years old.
Yes.
There's all kinds of potential upside for Zion Williamson. What have you seen from him on the floor in his one college year? Again, we're talking about such limited experience.
I think Smitty mentioned a lot of it, the fact that he is blessed with this talent, skill level, and he utilizes all the different areas that go into it. Let's take a look at the past season showing you what he can actually do. Watch his ball handling ability. Have him on the perimeter, everything is open underneath, turns down the screen, crosses over, blows by the guy, and just to let you know, I can jump just a little bit. He's blocked out here. Well, he was blocked out until he jumped over the top of the defender and then puts it back in. And we question his shooting ability. Well, maybe it's a little bit of Magic Johnson there. He doesn't jump real high on the shot, but it looks here like he will make an adjustment and get better at it as we see him knock down a couple threes. So inside, without question, shot 68% for the season.
Yeah.
The second highest in the history of the ACC. And the only guy higher was our own
Brendan Haywood.
And Haywood,
shot 69%.
who spent almost his entire time within 5 feet of the rim,
That's
right? I
okay.
mean,